Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel where we dig into the latest tips on health, nutrition, and overall well-being. Today, we're taking a closer look at a topic that might make you question your weekend meal plans: the hidden dangers of cheat days. If you've ever been on a fitness journey or a diet, you've probably heard people say, "Don't worry, just have a cheat day on Saturday. You've earned it." It's something many of us do to let off steam after a week of being good. But are cheat days really as harmless as they seem? Or could these indulgent days be sabotaging our long-term progress, messing with our metabolism, and affecting our emotional relationship with food more than we realize? Over the next 10 minutes or so, we're going to break down the idea of cheat days from every angle: physical, mental, emotional, to uncover the surprising pitfalls that can creep up on you. We'll talk about why labeling a day as cheat day might create a seesaw effect in your body's metabolism, how it can mess with your blood sugar and cravings, and what happens to your mindset when you flip the switch between extreme restraint and unrestrained feasting. Most importantly, I'll offer you alternative strategies that are more balanced, sustainable, and healthier for both your waistline and your mental health. So buckle up, folks. This might just change how you think about your weekend reward meal. Let's jump in. Before we dive too deep, let's define what we mean by cheat day. Typically, when people start a diet, be it low-carb, macro tracking, or any other structured plan, they might designate one day, or sometimes 2 days, a week, where they let themselves eat whatever they like. No rules, no calorie counting, no guilt. It's like a mini vacation from their usual regimen. In theory, it sounds brilliant. You stick to your meal plan Monday through Friday, then on Saturday, you enjoy pizza, ice cream, fries, whatever your heart desires. This concept has a certain appeal. It can be mentally freeing, and it might keep you from feeling totally deprived during the week. After all, humans love the promise of a reward at the end of a challenge. However, this all bets are off approach could lead to problems that chip away at the very results you're working so hard to achieve. For example, one cheat day often morphs into a cheat weekend or even a cheat week. And once that floodgate is open, many people find it difficult to revert back to a strict plan, leading to a yo-yo cycle of ups and downs. We think we've found the perfect balance, but, in reality, we might be teetering on a seesaw. Let's explore why that is. Let's dig into the psychological aspects behind cheat days. When you call something a cheat day, you're inherently labeling your normal diet as something strict, constrained, or even punishing. You're also labeling the foods you eat on a cheat day as forbidden or bad. This can foster an unhealthy relationship with food, transforming it into a moral issue, where good equals grilled chicken salads and bad equals burgers and fries. Over time, this mindset can turn into a cycle where you spend all week denying yourself certain cravings, building them up like a dam holding back water. By the time cheat day arrives, that dam bursts. The result? A day-long or weekend-long binge that leaves you feeling stuffed, sluggish, and sometimes even guilty or ashamed. I've heard countless stories. Someone who ate clean Monday to Friday, only to consume more calories on Saturday than they did during the entire preceding work week. That's because when you finally allow yourself to indulge, you may lose the sense of moderation. Emotional consequences, guilt, and shame. After overeating on a cheat day, it's common to feel guilty, like you undid all your hard work. Compensation mindset. You might think you have to punish yourself by eating almost nothing the next day or doing extra hours at the gym. All or nothing approach. This fosters a mindset where you're either on a diet 100% or off it 100%, leaving no room for flexibility or learning to enjoy foods in moderation. Cheat days can make it difficult to build a healthy, balanced lifestyle because you're oscillating between two extremes, deprivation and overindulgence. Let's see how this leads to physical repercussions as well. Now let's talk about metabolism, the engine that burns your calories and fuels your body. If you've been on a controlled or reduced calorie diet throughout the week, your body is accustomed to receiving fewer calories. It adjusts hormone levels, including those that regulate hunger, like ghrelin and leptin, and those that manage metabolism, like thyroid hormones. Then, along comes cheat day, and you flood your system with a massive intake of carbs, fats, sugars, often far above your usual daily average. This is what I like to call metabolic whiplash. It's akin to slamming the gas pedal on your metabolism. For a moment, your body is overwhelmed by this sudden caloric surge, and it responds in ways that can lead to more fat storage. Remember, the body sees an influx of energy and thinks, wow, let's stock up. So even though you might believe you're boosting your metabolism by having a cheat day, you could be encouraging your body to stash away extra fat for the next period of low-cal eating. Hormonal flux. Insulin spikes. A significant jump in carbs can cause your insulin to spike, driving glucose into cells more aggressively and enhancing fat storage. Hunger hormones fluctuate. After a cheat day, your ghrelin, which signals hunger, and leptin, which signals fullness, can get thrown off, making it tougher to gauge hunger accurately the following day. Additionally, this yo-yo effect can lead to water retention and bloating. One day of high sodium and sugar can cause you to wake up feeling puffy, heavier, and discouraged, potentially demotivating you from sticking to your healthier routine. It's like a 1-2 punch. Not only are you storing extra fat, but you also feel crummy, which can lead to more emotional or stress eating. It's a vicious cycle. Now, let's tackle a major factor in cheat day indulgences: sugar. If your cheat day resembles a dessert buffet or a candy store spree, you might be putting your blood sugar on the wildest roller coaster ride of its life. High sugar foods cause a swift spike in glucose levels, followed by an equally dramatic crash. This can leave you feeling jittery, exhausted, or even irritable. What's more, sugar can be highly addictive to the brain. When you give in to these intense cravings, your dopamine receptors light up, making you feel amazing for a moment, but leaving you craving another fix as soon as the high wears off. That's why cheat days don't necessarily get it out of your system. They can actually prime you to want sweets even more in the days that follow. Craving cycle 1, spike. You eat that donut, blood sugar soars. 2, crash. A short while later, insulin levels have soared, blood sugar dips fast, you feel a slump. 3, more sugar. Your body says, we need more quick energy, and you reach for another sweet treat. This cycle can increase overall calorie consumption, not just on cheat day but also during the week, because you've reawakened and reinforced those strong sugar cravings. It's like feeding a beast that grows each time you indulge it. Before you know it, cheat day might extend into cheat weekend, or you catch yourself sneaking treats midweek because your taste buds are hooked on that sweetness. Let's pause and acknowledge the emotional toll this cycle can take. Many of us have used food as a source of comfort or reward. When we designate a cheat day, we're essentially saying, I can't have fun food any other time, so I better make the most of it now. This can intensify cravings and create a sense of desperation, like that feeling of rushing a buffet because you think it'll be taken away in 5 minutes. After the feast, the emotional aftermath kicks in. Guilt and shame can creep in, especially if you overshoot your comfort zone. You might wake up the next day thinking, oh, why did I do that? I feel bloated. I can't even button my pants. That guilt can trigger a punishment mentality, like skipping meals the following day or forcing yourself into an extra intense workout. Over time, this on-again, off-again pattern might erode self-confidence and lead you to question your self-control. You might start labeling yourself as good or bad based on what you ate that day, instead of focusing on the bigger picture of a balanced lifestyle. Long-term impact on self-image. You begin to tie your self-worth to your diet success or failure. Emotional eating patterns deepen, where you turn to food for comfort or as a reward, leading to more roller coasters. Frustration sets in as results stall or reverse, causing you to lose motivation and potentially give up on your health goals altogether. The very concept of a cheat day can perpetuate these emotional swings because it relies on rigid boundaries instead of teaching us how to enjoy foods in moderation any day of the week. If you're sitting there thinking, okay, so cheat days might not be ideal, but what's the alternative? Don't panic. There are plenty of balanced strategies that let you enjoy your favorite foods without derailing your progress. 1. Cheat meals versus cheat days. Rather than dedicating 24 hours to unlimited indulgence, choose a single meal or even a single dessert each week to loosen the reins. This dramatically reduces the potential calorie overload and metabolic confusion. 2. Mindful indulgences. Are you craving a slice of pizza or a piece of cake? Have it, but eat slowly, savor every bite, and pay attention to your hunger and fullness cues. This way, you enjoy your treat without going to extremes. 3. 80-20th rule. Aim to eat nutrient-dense whole foods about 80% of the time, leaving 20% for more flexible, fun eating. This approach removes the feeling of total deprivation, reducing the temptation to go on a full-blown binge. 4. Flexible dieting or IFWIM if it fits your macros. Track your carbohydrates, fats, and proteins so you can fit treats into your daily budget without going overboard. This method can help you learn portion control and keep a better balance throughout the week. 5. Meal swaps and upgrades. Love cheeseburgers? Make one at home with lean meat, whole grain buns, and fresh veggies. Craving fries? Bake them instead of frying. Little tweaks can significantly lower the calorie and fat content, so you get a similar experience for fewer consequences. 6. Listen to your body. Sometimes you might be craving something specific because your body needs a nutrient. Other times, it might be purely emotional. Either way, acknowledging it and giving yourself permission to have a small portion might keep you from an all-out binge. These approaches promote a healthier, more sustainable lifestyle. Instead of swinging between strict restriction and over-the-top indulgence, you build a flexible structure that can last for years, and possibly a lifetime. One of the biggest keys to long-term success is shifting your mindset away from cheat days to something more fluid and balanced. Rather than seeing your diet as a prison sentence from Monday to Friday, see it as a loving choice you make to nourish your body. And instead of viewing certain foods as forbidden, think of them as occasional treats that fit into your overall plan. When you eliminate the idea of cheating, you remove the moral judgment from food. That means you're less likely to binge just because you have permission on a specific day. Another important factor is self-compassion. If you do slip up, maybe you had 2 pieces of cake at a birthday party, resist the urge to label the entire day as a failure. Be kind to yourself. Recognize that it's just one event, and move forward. This approach fosters a healthier relationship with food, and helps you avoid diving headfirst into a spiral of regret and more overeating. Practical mindset tips. Practice gratitude. Before you eat, take a moment to appreciate what's on your plate and how it will nourish you. Focus on quality over quantity. A small amount of a high-quality dessert might be more satisfying than a giant serving of mediocre sweets. Celebrate non-food victories. If you've had a stressful week and typically use cheat days as stress relief, find other outlets, like a relaxing bath, a walk with a friend, or time reading a good book. Embrace the journey. Understand that health and fitness are long-term commitments. An occasional indulgence won't ruin you, just as one salad won't fix everything. It's about consistency over time. Alright folks, that was a deep dive into the hidden dangers of cheat days. We've uncovered how they can throw off your metabolism, trigger intense blood sugar spikes, fuel an unhealthy cycle of binge and guilt, and create a rocky emotional relationship with food. The good news is that there are much better ways to incorporate your favorite treats into a balanced lifestyle, whether it's adopting the 80-20th rule, practicing mindful indulgences, or simply swapping cheat days for more moderate, frequent pleasures. Remember, a sustainable approach to health isn't about labeling foods as good or bad, or punishing yourself for enjoying a slice of pizza. It's about giving your body the nourishment it needs most of the time, while allowing for special treats and social experiences. This is a journey, one that can and should include a few detours into the land of deliciousness, as long as we're mindful about it. If this video resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more health and wellness content. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. And hey, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you practice cheat days or do you have a different approach? Drop a comment below and let's chat. Your tips and experiences might help someone else who's navigating the same challenges. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, living a healthy lifestyle isn't about perfection. It's about balance, consistency, and a positive mindset. Here's to a healthier, happier you without the cheat day chaos. See you next time.